Hey guys, Kelly here with Home Pro Coaching. Today we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive into what is the CEO Friday cheat sheet. I'm always talking about it. I'm saying go download it from my website, but I've never really gone through and explained what is it exactly. So let's get into it. This is the CEO routine that gets you out of the weeds and into growth mode. How do I know? Well, because I did this. Back in 2022, I learned that we were not moving the ball forward and I needed to make some changes fast. So buckled down and started doing this every single week without fail. And this is what moved the needle forward. This is what took my business from 1 million with a loss of $20,000 for the year to 1.3 million with a 20% profit at the end of 2024. It's not magic. It's better than that. So first up, you have to block off the time. Now, I call it CEO Friday because for me, Fridays made a lot of sense for me to sit down and go through the numbers for the past week, right? I would look at what we did that week so far and go through all of the things. But if for you it works better that it's on Saturday morning or Monday morning or whatever it is, do what works best for you. The thing is that you have to block it off on your schedule every single week, and that time is protected. There's no client calls during that time. There's no site visits or admin catch up or anything. No interruptions whatsoever, I would recommend, because it's so easy for us to get taken off task, and then it's really hard to get back into that groove, right? So we want to block off the time. Grab you a cup of coffee, energy drink, whatever it is that you're into, water, and pull together some basic things. A numbers tracker, your profit and loss statements, your cash flow statements, balance sheets, accounts receivable, the money that's owed to your business. You want to pull in any kind of dashboard and reports you have from your CRM, whether that's Jobber, Service Autopilot, or another company, right? Pull those reports for whatever period you want to look for. Calendar, planner, maybe bank statements or your budget, goal tracking sheet or whiteboard. I still have a whiteboard where I track my business things. So I still do this, even though we have since sold the lawn business. I still do CEO Friday just for my life in general to make sure that I'm on track. So this is something that can go beyond your business and use in your personal life as well. Now, what you focus on during the CEO Friday is up to you. And I do have on here some different ideas of what you can do. It's going to depend on what your pain points are, right? So I always would start with reviewing my numbers because I'm a numbers gal. Before I had our landscape service, I had a bookkeeping and tax business. So I've always been about the numbers, always will be about the numbers. But you want to check maybe this week's revenue versus expenses. Check your job costs. How are your estimates? Are you making sure you're leaving enough room for things that maybe didn't go as smoothly as planned, etc. And then review your outstanding invoices and payment timelines. For me, I know we had a lot of commercial clients, which were net 30, net 60, sometimes net 90. If you know, sometimes these commercial accounts just take forever to pay, right? So I would have to review all that and then kind of figure out what are we doing cash-wise. Next is I would look at the pipeline and sales that I had going on. Look at what I have booked, what we are still, needs to get put on the schedule. What jobs were approved but needed to get scheduled is what I'm trying to say. And then forecast the next 2 to 4 weeks worth of work. Analyze our marketing ROI, return on investment, whether that was Google ads or Facebook ads or emails that we were sending out. Just what kind of money, what kind of return are we getting? Are people looking at the information we're sending out? Are they not? All of that kind of thing. Your social media, that's a good time to kind of drill down on those statistics and take a look and see where you're at with your socials. This one was huge. This changed the game. Teams and systems. What on your plate can be delegated? Because for me, I was the bottleneck of my own company, as are so many business owners. We feel like I do it the best, so let me just do all of it. That's just not going to move the needle. That's not going to get you to grow and scale your business. You have to delegate some things, even though the people working for you may not do better than you do it, right? They won't. They'll never do it better than with the business owner because we care so much about our business, right? But we have to delegate. Second, job notes, client feedback, rework, why did those things happen? What failed in your systems? What tweaks do you need to make to your systems? Now, just because you have your systems and your SOPs in place doesn't mean that they can't be changed and updated. It's super important to continually evolve those and improve those and make those more efficient, right? And then what can you automate? Are there some reminders, invoicing, follow-ups, things like that? What can you automate in your business or in your personal life? Anything you can automate, do it, because it makes life so much simpler and you're taking back your time. Then I would look at big picture strategy. Are you on track for your monthly, quarterly, annual goal? What does that look like? How far off are you from that? Or are you ahead of that goal? What's slowing you down? What's really working out well? Just define those kind of things and just be aware of what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're building. Where do you need to raise prices? Maybe there's one type of a service that you offer that you should raise the price a little bit because it's consistently a lower margin type of a service. Well, raise that a little bit. Or is it time to stop offering unprofitable services? A lot of times we'll keep services on our books available to clients that never make us any money. No matter how well we do it, no matter how well our system is for it, they just don't make you money. Get them out of there. Planning next week is another thing, and it's maybe kind of remedial. Maybe this is something you can delegate, but confirm that you have the job scheduled. The teams are in place for it. What materials did you need? Block out time for non-client work, where other things that you have to do. You're blocking out that time for next week too, and leaving time in your schedule so you don't get overwhelmed. And then decide on one priority business goal for next week. What are you going to focus on as a business owner next week? Labor and capacity check would be the next one. Do you have enough crew to meet your upcoming demand? Are you overbooking? Are you underutilizing your team? Should you be hiring, subcontracting, cross-training? What moved my business forward this week and what held me back? That's going to help you figure out too what you want to focus on as the business owner for next week. Like I said, I do this personally too. So I'll look at my kids' school schedules and all of my life in general, because I'm the CEO of my own life at this point, right? So are you. And so what I would recommend is looking at all of the things that you have to do, because we're not just our business. We are also moms and dads and friends and participants in our community and involved with our church and all these other types of things. And so it's really important that you have that balance as well as a business owner, where you're able to look and say, okay, I have all of these things happening. How can I prioritize and make the most of the time that I'm given? Because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. What are you going to do with yours? So I hope that helps. Any feedback, leave me comments, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have, either in my DMs or via comments, or email me, or book a call at homeprocoaching.com.